Hello everyone and welcome now back to game 2 in the series. And here, let's go ahead and reload this. Am I gonna have to move this? Yeah, most likely. So it is gonna be Moon versus Lucifer here on Secret Valley. Game 2 in this series, as we now see that Moon is spawning as the blue night elf on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, we see Lucifer spawning as the red undead. Undead versus Night Elf on Secret Valley. Once again, there are fountains of health here in very, very nice positions. We'll see how they're utilized. Oh, you guys can probably see that in the bottom corner, can't you? All right, there you go. Anyways, we'll see what the strategies and what Moon will be doing. Moon has not had that much success in StarCraft 2, so perhaps he's trying to make a comeback into WarCraft 3, especially with the Kespa players from StarCraft 2 now, or Brood War now making their way into StarCraft 2. So that is going to be a lot of competition to go up against, and perhaps Moon may just try to go back to what he's good at, and should be some pretty interesting matches once he gets trained back up. I'm not sure if Moon is making a jump back into Warcraft 3 professionally. Perhaps he's just testing the waters once more and see how much the game has changed. Perhaps he'll continue to do StarCraft 2, or perhaps he'll go back. Anyways, let's focus on in this game. Let's focus in this game what's going to be happening. Altar of Darkness now coming in. We can see that a Ziggurat is going to be added as well. And this is actually a delayed Altar of Darkness a little bit. So not exactly sure what that is about there. You can see that the Demon Hunter is already about 2/3 of the way out. And if you look inside Lucifer's base, perhaps he is going to go for that very, very heavy ghoul strategy that we saw earlier. Now, the wall off on Moon's base in Game 1 on Terranistan, really not that good. And with that, the units were able to get in pretty quickly. All right, we can see that there's an Acolyte trying to run around here. Perhaps the Demon Hunter will be able to get in that final hit. One Demon Hunter going to be going up against the Null Overseers. Those Null Assassins will not be changing their target as they're still trying to apply poison to that Ancient of War, and that Ancient of War is just doing a good job standing there, absorbing a whole bunch of damage. Acolyte has scouted everything out, and we'll see what the strong counterattack move will be coming in from Lucifer, as his Death Knight is going to be at level 1 and now waiting for that Tomb of Relics. Ghouls are already returning some lumber, and very nice play by Lucifer this time, actually making sure that none of the ghouls are actually carrying lumber to the fight. Demon Hunter will get to level 2 here in just a moment. Down goes another level 1 creep. And will a level 2 Demon Hunter with Gloves of Haste fare better against the number of ghouls that we saw from Lucifer? Lucifer perhaps, yes, going for Unholy Aura first, really utilizing that very early ghoul play. And early ghoul play does get some surrounds pretty quickly. Undead Death Knight now making its way forward. The Demon Hunter now coming back around, and this is where you have to be very careful. The Demon Hunter could easily get off some mana burns, though, onto that Death Knight. The Death Knight has no way of really spending that mana, so it will take a lot of damage, but the Demon Hunter still has to be very, very careful. Maximum mana, and where is that one Ancient of War? The Ancient of War is down over here, not going to be able to join in on the fight, as the ghouls once again making a quick run on the inside. The Demon Hunter now trying to stay alive, and one skeletal minion getting off a final hit on the Wisp there. More fighting still coming in as the archers are trying to dance around. Low hit point ghoul, as the Demon Hunter now teching Immolation. Beautifully, beautifully played there, making sure that any sort of surround is not possible this time around, as the ghouls are going to be absorbing a lot more damage because of that. I believe the damage is about 10 damage a second, which is relatively high, as the archer now trying to run away. Will it be able to do so is the question. Dust of Appearance has been purchased, so that Death Knight is going to finish off that archer with little to no effort. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter trying to chase after this ghoul. The ghoul is down to 70 hit points, but will be able to regenerate those hit points and now move at a much faster rate, as that ghoul... Oh, another surround, and there is another Immolation. All the ghouls now deciding to switch targets once again, knowing that they cannot try to take down that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter Now coming back down, this low hit point ghoul coming away. Moon has adopted his strategy, so there is a little bit of that brilliance that we saw there. But is it going to be enough, as Lucifer, with this heavy ghoul strategy, is just going to be able to run rabid inside the base? No real units. The archers fall apart. There's another detonation there. Perhaps going to try to unable to swap in and out of that gold mine. Another ghoul getting taken down. So having some problems so far, as the ghouls are just focusing on whatever is the weakest link, and the weakest link is the archers and those wisps. All right, Lucifer down to 43 hit points on one ghoul. Is he going to be able to catch up to it? 47. I believe there is no armor, so it could get one shot off, and the Demon Hunter finally gets its kill. And now it's getting a little bit higher. The panda is now finally out, and perhaps this panda will have better luck than the last one. Polo Barrel Keg making his way onto the field. Shadow Fury versus Baron Bloodbane. So the Death Knight from the earlier game does make a comeback. All right, the Shadow Hunter, or the Demon Hunter, now trying to finish off this ghoul. The ghoul is back on Blight, and the Halls of the Dead is going to finish teching just in time to get some slow onto that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter now being forced to retreat. All right, Panda still sitting at level 1. You can see some Skeletal Minions still running around on the inside of this base. Skeletal Minions will get taken down as we now see double Ancient of Lore. And so far, it really looks like Moon has remembered how to play Warcraft 3, so to speak. And it looks like he's opening up in a much better position. There's a Drunken Haze. So Drunken Haze being utilized first instead of Breath of Fire. It is going to help with the creeping, as many of these units are going to get taken down. Potion of Greater Healing now picked up most likely by that Demon Hunter. Panda still sitting at level 1. And we are going to see perhaps the Death Knight now getting very close to level 2. Demon Hunter has to be careful, though. It could get nuked down rather quickly. Troll Trapper does fall. There is one Troll Trapper left. Skeletal Man is now joining in on the fight. Who's going to get the experience? And it looks like, Tome of Intelligence picked up by the Panda. And perhaps we will see another Drunken Haze on all of these ghouls, making those units move much more slowly. But Lucifer this time going into gargoyles. All right, double crypt gargoyle strategies, a completely different strategy than what we saw from game 1. And is it going to be enough? Drunken Haze, no Drunken Haze, as the Demon Hunter still slightly faster here. Another Skeletal Minion looks like it will get taken down. More Skeletal Minions getting destroyed rather quickly. The Demon Hunter may get to level 3, but now needs to purchase an Orb of Venom, as we are now teching to Tree of Eternity. And there is that Ancient Protector to try to add some defense. We really need to see an Orb of Venom for the Demon Hunter and eventually the Panda to be able to fight back. There's the Ancient of Wonders there. All right, what is the Panda gonna purchase? Staff of Preservation. Perhaps a Staff of Teleportation will be on that Demon Hunter once more. Demon Hunter getting very, very close to level 3. Should get there without any issue. But that Ancient of War taking a lot more damage than I would have expected. It needs to be careful. Level 3, level 2 now. As we also see that the Death Knight sitting at level 2. The Gargoyles making short work of the Dragon, or the Red Drake in the air, and that is one of the benefits that Lucifer is exploiting, the high anti-air damage on those gargoyles, pretty much taking down those units in just a matter of seconds. All right, level 2 on the Panda, level 3 on the Demon Hunter, a Pure Up of Vitality on that Demon Hunter, making him very beefy. Skeletal Minions now coming in as well. It looks like one Nightcrawler will get taken down very easily. Is it going to go down? Yes, it does. Tome of Intelligence once again picked up by the Panda. Panda hoping to get off more Breaths of Fire and some Drunken Haze combinations, as we are now seeing that the Demon Hunter makes its way in. All right, there was a Death Coil, but a quick swap. I'm able to keep it alive. That Demon Hunter now able to push back this Death Knight. Death Knight so close to level 3. Really wishes it was there, as it would have been able to Death Coil those with rather quickly. All right, Wisp still trying to gather back around and gather together once more. You can see that the Death Knight still sitting at level 2, very close to level 3. The Gargoyle is going to, yes, creep out the bottom right-hand side, and Lucifer really exploiting every advantage that he can on this map. And he will be able to take down this Red Drake rather quickly. You're going to see how much damage that Red Drake takes. Look how fast a level 6 creep going down that quickly. And now we see True Shot Aura on that Death Knight, which will give bonus damage to the range attack of those gargoyles. A very, very nice bonus attack there, plus 10% damage, as the Panda wondering what is happening here. The creeps are all going to be coming back, but this is a good position for the Night Elf player, as we now also see the Demon Hunter going after that Death Knight. Demon Hunter perhaps going to get off another mana burn. The Death Knight rather low, and that was a level 1 mana burn, so not actually that much mana lost. Not quite sure what is the second ability. We see once again another Death Coil coming in. The Death Knight wanting to make sure that his own mana is used for him and not against him. Decides to pick that up there. All right, Panda sitting at level 3 now. Level 2 Breath of Fire. This could be very, very important, as the Gargoyles are now looking to back away and perhaps regroup. They are regenerating hit points back on Blight. Do Gargoyles actually regenerate hit points when they're away from Blight? I'm not 100% sure, and I can't tell currently, especially with Unholy Aura on those units. Now, Dryads looking to finish off some more units there. Another Murloc gets taken down. Level 3, as we are going to see a little bit more creeping coming in. And there is a Shade still keeping track of everything nearby once more. Gargoyles sticking close by, as we are going to have a lot of pressure here. Gargoyles and Ghouls, G's and G's, coming in to give the GG. At least that's what Lucifer is trying to do, and it looks like he's already off to a good start, taking down the Ancient of Wonders. Dryad now backing away down to 156 hit points. Ancient of War now trying to make its way in, and you can see a combination of Gargoyles and Ghouls taking down another production building. And what is going to be happening here? Potion of Invisibility utilized by that Demon Hunter, but is the Shade still nearby? There's a mana burn, and what is going to be happening next? All right, there we go. More attacks coming in. Gargoyles and Ghouls trying to finish off more units. Another low hit point Ghoul able to barely escape again. And that is really cutting it close. One Breath of Fire would have been a death across a Gargoyle and 2 Ghouls, which is exactly what I believe Moon wanted to do. Unable to get there, though. Potion of Invulnerability, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Demon Hunter now with that Orb of Venom could deal a lot of damage, as we see a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire combination. Haze causing in some slow missing and some damage over time, in addition to the normal Breath of Fire attack. Warsong Battle Drums, which gives Command Aura. I believe that's going to be faster movement speed, faster attack speed, and that is going to be very effective as well. I believe that's what Command Aura is. All right, no real way to tell right now. Okay, do the Dryads? Yes, Dryads get faster speed. Nope, it's actually just additional damage. All right, so additional damage and their movement speed, everything else range speed is slow. So yeah, no other real bonus there. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3, getting close to level 4. Panda sitting already at level 4. Both sides need some mana, but the Shadow Fury Demon Hunter with the Pure of Vitality, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, having over 900 hit points at level 3. It's over 900. Dryads and Archers now making their way back home. Let's see. Lich is sitting at level 2, already has an Orb of Corruption and a Robe of Magi. That is some scary damage from a Lich, plus 18 damage for a total limit of 49, with that True Shot aura as well, and a very fast or a faster attack rate because of that Gloves of Haste. All right, Lich is still staying alive, pretty much no problem so far. Death Knight could perhaps get some death coils off onto that Lich and keep it alive. That Lich is very fragile, but that Death Knight does keep it alive pretty much consistently. We are going into a Tree of Life standard expansion play coming in from Moon. He does like to do that, as the Gargoyles are looking to come in. There's a Frost Nova, Death Coil, Gargoyle Sonic Blade or Sonic Air Slice attacks, pretty much, as we're seeing that the Panda now once again retreating back home. All right, Staff of Preservation on cooldown, Potion of Invulnerability ready to go on the Panda. We could have a bit of an engagement here in just a moment. Gargoyles versus Dryads, both of them dealing a lot of damage to each other. Frostworms will only be able to focus on heroes, as the Dryads are immune to magic. All right, coming in from the top, you see Dryads and Demon Hunters now coming in, and here's the next battle. A huge battle it is, as the Gargoyles focusing down one Dryad very quickly. You see a Frost Nova now onto the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter now needs to try to finish off some more units. Archers could perhaps try to turn around and get some shots off, but the Archers are now being slowed as well. Demon Hunter, Panda, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Do we have Stone Form? No, a Scroll of Healing to counter. Beautifully played, as the Panda now using a Scroll of Town Portal. It will be able to get the heck out of dodge. And now we see that the Demon Hunter is sitting at almost exactly level 4. drops its items, drops a Pure Up to Vitality, uses the Moon Wells, and then quickly picks it back up, so to not deplenish all of that Moon Juice as quickly. All right. We see Endurance Aura from the Ancient Django of Endurance. And what does the Lich have? The Lich, or who has Command Aura? Command Aura are in the Warsong Battle Drums for Command Aura. All right. Panda sitting at level 4. Dust of Appearance tries to make sure that there is no shade on them. There is, in fact, no shade. We are entangling the gold mine here at the 12 o'clock position, and it looks like nothing is happening down over here, currently at the 6 o'clock position. Both sides trying to get into a better position for the upcoming battle. And with the Frostworm, the Death Knight, and the Lich at 4-3 compared to, I believe, a 4-4 Demon Hunter and Panda, the 4-4 should have the advantage. But the tech of Lucifer is not too shabby. Already getting Frostworms, and yeah, already getting Frostworms. We are sitting at 65 over 80 supply for Moon at this point. Meanwhile, Lucifer, I don't know quite how much supply he's sitting at, and there's no easy way to tell. All right, coming back here. Gargoyles and ghouls still flying around. There is a Frostworm now in the air. We could have an engagement. There's a Frost Nova trying to get some damage onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage, and now Dryad's taking a lot of damage as well, as we could have a Staff of Preservation. Yes, there we go. And now a lot of damage being dealt to that Panda, just catching that Panda out of position. Drunken Haze, no Breath of Fire in time. Level 4 Panda does go down. Demon Hunter now ready to join back in on the fight. And what will be happening next? No Immolation Aura on the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter could have used Immolation Aura to try and focus down some of those gargoyles, as he would have been able to quaff a potion of healing and stay alive for just a little while longer. Demon Hunter now being forced to retreat, and he's getting pushed back very hard on the inside of his base. There's the potion of greater healing, but it may be too little too late, as the Demon Hunter already down, using another set of Moon Wells. Why not use Immolation Aura as well? Because then he wouldn't have nearly as many hit points. Is he going to be able to finish it off? No, I believe that is going to be it. Lucifer going to be able to take this series 2-0 unless Moon has an amazing comeback. No heroes on the field, and Moon does in fact GG. So Lucifer takes Game 1 and Game 2 very convincingly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.